So I just had a conversation there with a guy who was coming by on a bike, and he has seen me protesting. He said, "You've been protesting for a decade," so I guess he's seen me at least 10 years ago. I knew the camera was nearing the end of its recording time, but it seemed to get most of the conversation. It seemed to have a little bit more recording time left in it than I had initially thought. So almost all of it was recorded, which is a good thing. And it just goes to show that Montreal Unitarians, if I'm here for the better part of 20 years protesting, it's because in that 20 years they've done absolutely nothing to responsibly address the injustices and abuses and hypocrisy that I'm protesting against. And on the contrary, they've done things that have actually escalated the conflict, rather than entering into dialogue with me towards the end of dealing with the justice issues. They have tried to shut down the protest by bringing false criminal charges against me and that sort of thing, So here we are, almost 20 years down the road, and here we have looks like John Inder totally ignoring the protest. That might not be John Inder, it's sort of hard to tell from the side profile there, but nonetheless, we got this person leaving on a bike, just pretending nothing's wrong. And that's what Montreal Unitarians have been doing for the better part of 20 years. So I'm actually celebrating a full 18 years worth of protesting now. It would have been 19 years of protesting if Reverend Diane Rollert had not managed to persuade Quebec Court Judge Roland Matt to grant a one-year-long restraining order against me on the basis of what I have reasonable grounds to describe as either paranoid fantasies on her part and the part of other Montreal Unitarians, or perjurious lies on her part and the part of other Montreal Unitarians, or a combination of both. So yes, there was this 1 year period where I could not protest thanks to this restraining order that Diane Rollert was able to obtain on the basis of bullshit, essentially. And so that means that I've actually, in terms of actual protest, it's been somewhat over 18 years now. But I will be able to celebrate the 20th anniversary of beginning this protest next May, because my protest began in May of 1998, and so in the May of 2018, it will be fully 20 years old. 20 years since the beginning of my protest. Got somebody looking intently at the picket sign as they go by on their bike there. So yeah, 20 years of protesting, and Montreal Unitarians in that time have made no effort to respond in responsibility to the very legitimate reasons for my protest, which include the anti-religious intolerance and bigotry, which I and other God-believing people have experienced at the hands of, and indeed the mouths of, intolerant atheist Unitarians, such as Reverend Ray Drennan and Val Bourdon and Frank Green and quite a number of other intolerant and bigoted atheist Unitarians. And then there's the whole clergy misconduct issue, whether it's non-sexual misconduct, such as the verbally and psychologically abusive behavior of Reverend Ray Drennan, which, by the way, did not just affect me, but he did manage to insult and defame other people, including former Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Essentially trashed the Roman Catholic state funeral of Pierre Elliott Trudeau in a very opinionated opinion editorial in the Gazette